Yo, what is up? We're streaming, we're cooking, we're making some pork fried rice today. So, um, I gotta pull out the ingredients first. Didn't do that yet. Scuff stream, possibly, but it's fine. We got everything we need. I'm gonna pull out everything, and I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret of what I'm pulling out. It's nothing explicit. It's merely just vegetables, so don't get ahead of yourself. So we got. We're gonna do lime today instead of lemon, I think. That's just what I'm thinking right now. And then we got um, green peppers. We can pull out white and red onion. Actually, let's. Hmm. Yeah, let's pull both of these onions. I'm gonna use the last of these. Carrot. We got some carrot. And we need eggs, but I want to keep them cold. Um, and my sauces. Okay, so for sauces, we have a satay peanut sauce. I'll put them all on stream in a second. Satay peanut sauce, soy sauce, of course, hoisin, and Szechuan sauce. I think that's it for sauce. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing a sauce. Oh, what the hell is it? Am I blind? I got sambal. Oh, there it is. Sambal olik. Only a little bit left. I knew I was missing something. So I'll whip out all my sauces here. The Szechuan sauce is kind of like meh, but I do like to use it. It's just like a sweet little sauce. A little bit of spice, but not very much. So first of all, this is a Szechuan sauce. I'm not sponsored by any of these bad boys, by the way. Szechuan sauce. This here, sambal oleg, is basically a really nice, bitter but sweet and spicy chili paste. Really fucking good. Highly recommend that. Soy sauce, of course. Hoisin, which goes really well with egg. And finally, saute peanut sauce, which is just like kind of a spicy peanut sauce. And I'll just keep these over here. Order of importance, in my opinion. Um, Soy sauce, um, hoisin, sambal, saute, and then Szechuan. Szechuan sauce is mid tier. If I had to really agree on a, that lighting should be much better on a majigger. So yeah, I need to cook up some rice first of all. So let's do that. Let's get that ready. Rice, a lot of people kind of like question themselves with cooking rice, but yeah, I don't even measure this shit. Like, literally, you can just freehand eyeball this shit, and usually it's okay. As long as you know the little technique. I'll show you guys a little technique real quick that will help you make sure. I didn't even check. Okay, my mic is functioning. That's good. That's very good. But yeah, so you can. I never measure my rice. You can just chuck it right in there. No problems. No worries. No stressing. It's just rice. And I tend to get perfect rice every time. It's easy to fuck up, but also easy just to nail once you got it down. It's kind of like a little bit of a science, a little bit of a formula that you can just kind of something in my freaking throat. Hold on. I need some some aqua. The heck. It's probably not COVID. I didn't get my boosters, so I only have myself to blame. and societal pressures and etc. You know, whatever government, blah blah blah. You know, many things, but like only myself really. So yeah, I'm actually putting a decent amount of rice in here, as you can see. Let's see. Can y'all see that? Yeah. So this is like maybe if I had to measure it, this is probably like 2 cups of rice. It's honestly way too much. I'm not gonna use that. I'll take out a handful. If we're counting in handfuls, actually that wasn't that bad. Wait, why am I second guessing myself? Hold on. Let's put that back. Yeah, that's not that much. Um, but yeah. So um, yeah. All right. I'll take you guys over to the sink. I should be able to get the camera over here. Hold on. This might be jank. Takes me a second to set it up because like my entire setup is jank, but this should work. Okay. Um. Okay, wait. That's. I need to switch. I need to use a different cutting board to mount my freaking webcam onto. This is so jank, but this should work. This should work. So that's all I care about. All right. So should be able to see what is going on. What's happening down here? Let's see. Can y'all see that? Let's take a little peek. Take a little peek, skis. All right, it's a bit low. We can about that should be good. Yeah, that's all right. All right. So yeah, about rice. Since I don't measure my rice, I don't really have a problem with just like messing around with it and doing whatever I want. Cause I don't know, it feels a lot more fun that way, a lot more stress free. Cause before I remember, like when I was a kid, I'm thinking like, you know, I've been trying to cook rice for years. Um, it took me like maybe 4 or 5 years before I started just being like, oh yeah, okay, this is normal now. This makes perfect sense. Um, but yeah, now or back then, I would like measure out my rice, be like, okay, I have 1.75 cups in here, and I'm gonna need 3.25 cups of water. And oh god, I think I put too much water, and like, I just stressed out about my rice so much, and I found it took away a lot from my creativity, really, with the rice. It's like I never really did anything to it. I was just like, okay, I'm putting some water in my rice. Here we go. And now that I've kind of moved on from that really stressful situation with rice, I find myself being a lot more free with what I want to do with the rice. Like I've experimented with a few things. Like I would rinse my rice, and then I would put it on the heat, um, and add oil, and I'd basically like toast the rice on under a flame, like in my pot. And I found it did add flavor, but I don't know. It's it's not something that I really do anymore. But it's great if so like let's say you want a really aromatic dish and you're using rice. Um, for example, like if I had star anise, which actually I might chuck some in here. That could be good. Because with pork and anise is actually a good combo. And I have anise seed, but not star anise. Same kind of thing, but whatever. If you have anise or any aromatic spices that you'd like to put in with your rice, as in like you want to boil them with your rice, then I could see it being very beneficial to kind of like. Okay, I'll just give you my process. So my process was literally I'd rinse the rice, maybe 3 times, 4 times. Make sure the water's pretty clear. It's kind of still cloudy. This is my third rinse. And then after that, I wouldn't fill it up with water. I'd put it on the stove. I'd add a bunch of oil. I used sunflower back then. I don't have sunflower right now. But I would use sunflower oil, and then I would add my spices. In this case, we're talking anise, so I'd add anise. You could also do with like cumin seed. What else could you do? Fennel seed, also very similar to anise if you don't have anise. Um, Cardamom. Use cardamom if you're going down that route. Very, very floral, aromatic, more so for like pilafs. Um, yeah, anyways, so you could take that rice and after you've rinsed it, put it on the stove, add your oil, add your spices, heat it up. Make sure you're stirring it because the rice will start to like stick and it will almost start to pop like popcorn. Um, and at that point, I would have a kettle going. So I'd be boiling water on the side. And once I'm like, okay, these rice and spices have been adequately toasted, then I would chuck the boiled water on top of them and fill them up until it's about right. You'll see, I'll show you the little technique that I use. And then cover it and just put it on a low flame. Currently, I'm using an electric stove, so it's a little bit different. But same thing, same principle, really. You just have to be a little bit more wary with um, electric stove. And when you see it starts to like steam, because you'll see the steam will start to like pour out of the pot, that's when you just take it off the heat altogether. And just watch it. You can take it off and put it back on, whatever you need to do to make sure the rice gets cooked thoroughly. You don't want to overcook rice because then it gets mushy. But yeah, that's probably good for rinses, those 4 rinses. Now, when I'm adding the water, what I'm looking for really is just like a little bit over the top of the rice as it sits on the bottom. So you guys can get a good view. It's still a little bit cloudy. That's totally fine. Not a big deal. The cloudiness is actually starch from the rice, and that is like you can mimic sticky rice with that if you just like give it one good rinse, and you'd leave more starch behind, and that kind of gives it that stickiness. But I'm not really looking for much stickiness right now because we're doing fried rice. Um, Anyways, when you want to just eyeball your rice, if you look, so this knuckle here, the first knuckle of your finger, this part here, if you touch the tip of your finger to the top of the rice, the top of the water level should be about the same height as this knuckle. And if you look here, it's probably difficult to see, but that's about right. I would probably add a little bit more. Um, for as far as rice and adding water goes, I would be more safe than sorry just to add more water because if you don't add enough water, then the rice will burn to the bottom of your pot, and that is like not bueno at all. Mega not bueno. Okay, let's move this bad boy back. I'm not gonna use the sink for nothing like that anymore. So bear with me, bear with me. I gotta really jank. This is how I'm clipping my freaking webcam onto my cutlery thing for my dishwasher. It works. It works. No judging. No judging. My broke ass does what he can. Okay. Should be good. Might be a little too low, but it looks good to me. Let's take a peek. Yeah, it looks not bad. Probably a little bit higher and closer. Yo, what up, Jonas? All good, brother? We're vibing right now. Okay. Trying to center this bad boy. It's not, okay. I'd say that's good enough. Looks good enough to me. Okay, so for my rice, as far as my rice goes, what I like to do is take some ginger. You don't need to worry about the skin too much. It's totally fine. Um, and I like to score it and cut it, and then chuck it in with my rice as it boils. You can also do this with citrus peels. So I do have a lemon actually, an oldish lemon that could definitely be used up here. So let's do that. Pork and lemon's good. I'm also going to be using lime later on, so pretty classic combo. So just about this, not a big deal. I'm just going to chuck the whole thing in there. Can you guys see that? Let me move it up front here for now. So yeah, I just got my lemon and I got some ginger in here as well. And I like to add like a healthy pinch. I'm not going to go too crazy with salting my rice. I think it's better to salt it a little bit after, but definitely get some salt in there. So I'm going to give it a little stir. Stir with a fork. Bit of a Neanderthal move, but I'm going to be using a fork to fluff it later, so whatever. Okay, and I can also poke at the lemon to make sure all of the juice sacs have been punctured. And I can just crank the heat on that. So yeah, don't be afraid of rice. It's a very tame, chill thing to cook. So like I'm just maxing it out, covering it, and then once I see steam pouring out the top of the lid, then I will take it off the heat and just let it sit for about 7 to 8 minutes, and then I'll check it, and you can taste it, see how it goes. Also, I need to clear this area back here because I always like to make extra rice. So I'll like whip out a tray, and as soon as my rice is done cooking, I'll take it off the stove. Apologies, that's probably really obnoxious. I'll take it off the stove, and then I don't know who's using this freaking pan before me, but didn't do a very good job of being clean. Whatever, should be fine. But yeah, I like to use a nice tray, and you can flatten out the rice. So I put a little bit of oil on here, wipe it on the tray so the rice doesn't stick too much, and then I'll just flatten out the rice on top. I'll bring the camera over here when I'm doing that, but I like to do that so the rice doesn't overcook. So as soon as I got that rice cooked, then I pull it off the heat and slap it onto that tray so it can cool down. And we want it to be cool because we will be beating it into scrambled eggs later on. And that's how we get this like classic fried rice. So now I just gotta prep the veggies. So typically I like to start with broccoli. So let's do that. Get a little preparation zone. So I like to just have a plate off to the side so I can stack up all my completed cuts. Really nice to have to keep yourself organized. Because you can get real disorganized in the kitchen fast. I'm sure like most of you guys know, like anybody that cooks would know and be like, yo, yeah, my kitchen's a fucking disaster after like 20 minutes in there. Um, I really like to try to keep it organized as much as I can because my brain just cannot focus if I'm not organized right. So not the peppers. The pepper, I'm drawn to the peppers. I don't know why. That's the second time in a row where I just like um, the pot just started boiling, or not boiling, but like hissing at me. Kind of startled me. Um, yeah, that's probably good for Brock. Yeah, whatever. The green peppers, for whatever reason, I keep pulling them out first, but I never really like. I usually add them last. And as far as broccoli goes, you can just like you can do really whatever you want. I like to personally halve them and then get my pan real hot. Let me actually start doing that. Just using a stainless steel pan. Don't think I'm gonna use this little guy again. Gonna get that heat on about medium high. Just gonna let it, actually, yeah, medium high. Gonna let it just get nice and hot. Let the oil get nice and hot. And then we're gonna sear the broccoli. So why I like it so much and why it's so convenient to just have your broccoli is because then you have a flat surface to um, easily sear one side of the broccoli. But yeah, you can really do whatever you want. Like these are quite large, to be honest, or long. I'm going to. Something to be mindful of. I like to keep the size of it because I don't really like the idea of just having the bottom half of the stem in there. But at the same time, do I really care? Not that much. Because I do like to think of um, yeah, like this looks okay. Looks kind of clean actually. Um, just nice little bite-sized broccoli. Um, but yeah, I do like to have like the original size. It looks nice. Um, but something to be mindful of is like, let's say you're serving people and they like trying to bite this. It's kind of a challenge. It can be a challenge. So you want to think like bite-sized pieces for convenience of whoever's eating. But don't be afraid to sneak in a long boy in there every once in a while to add some, pizzazz, add your own flair. Like this one is so beautiful. I'm just gonna keep it that way. This one can get cut, and this one as well. Okay. And like broccoli stems are good. My mom, when I was a kid, used to take this whole center part, chop this here, and then slice it into like planks, salt them, and then just give it to me and my brother as like a little snack before dinner. Really, really nice actually. See, it seems so simple, just like salt and broccoli stem, but broccoli stem itself, man, a lot of people underrate it. It's got so much flavor in there. It's kind of peppery, a little bit bitter, sweet at the same time. It's got that, natural broccoli flavor. It's really good. Really, really good. And I feel like a lot of people just kind of throw it out, which is sad. So we got a pan heating up. Just gonna prep as many ingredients as I can to get ready. And I'm just gonna do nice like restaurant style carrots where they're kind of cubed because I think it looks good. And pretty simple to achieve. Just cut your carrot into like little planks. You want the top side, like the width of your carrot plank to be about the size of the slices that you make, like that. So then you can get cubes. Okay, that one's kind of wonky, but like pretty uniform size cube. And that's only achievable if you're like mindful of the width and well, really just the width of both your horizontal and vertical cuts. Okay. Probably get some more carrot in here as well. It's not very much. Just cooking for me today. Just a single serving of pork fried rice. I think I have pork. I did buy ham, but I should have pork sausage that I want to use. So hopefully that's still kicking around. Unless my mama ate it. Oh, the pot is jiggling. It's rattling at me, and this pan is on fire. It's time to pay attention. So the rice, steam came out the top, and then I took it off immediately. Put it off to the side, off the heat. Now that this oil is super hot, You just put our broccoli right on there, a nice good sizzle. And I'm just gonna make sure that all of the flats of the broccoli are face down. Really important to get a nice good, well, not really important, but pretty important if you want to get a nice good look on your broccoli. And you know, broccoli is a very simple veg, doesn't really need a whole lot, but I really like to hit it with some like ginger powder. So yeah, I just have powdered ginger, just some of this stuff here. Buy at your local grocery store and fucking slap it all over your brock without a care in the world. Really a nice hit of flavor. Yeah, we gotta get them 4D smellotrons out to you guys so you can smell these. So good. Okay. Yeah, I was snacking on this carrot a little earlier. It's got a bite taken out of it. I'll do that. So if you live with me, you know, be wary. I might munch on your carrots, but it's okay. I'm clean. I brush my teeth. No, just a little bit more carrot, because why not? Apparently it's good for your eyes. Still can't tell. I'm somehow wearing glasses even though I freaking love eating carrots. That could just be because I stare at a screen for hours on end as well. Okay. So we got carrots, chopped, cubed, diced, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we got an active chat. Oh crap. Have not been looking at chat. Um, Cooking time. Yeah, what's up, Pierce? And we got, you know, BBD09. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Are you planning to dry the rice out after cooking? Yes, yes I am. That's exactly what I'm doing. Good foresight, my man. Yo, Ivy, what is up? Good to see you. Timeless Memories, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Who are you feeding? No, no, I'm just feeding myself. My teeth are real. I can't pull them out yet. What else? Yeah, they are big ass pieces. Um, Much smaller fried rice. Yeah, broccolini is super nice. I also like broccolini. The sticks are cool. You're true. Very true. But I got rid of them. A couple of them still got it, but this is what we're looking for here. So as you can see, it's a little bit charred. It adds a lot of really good flavor. And I'll just cook this a little bit more after tossing it. Definitely gonna salt them as I neglected to do that. And then at this point, I will add my liquids to the broccoli, kind of steam it. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit longer. And this rice here should be done very soon. So yes, BBD, I will show you exactly what I'm doing with the rice. So just get this out of the way. So I got a tray here. Just gonna put a little bit of oil. I'm gonna slather it in with my hands and fingers, like the dirty, dirty boy I am. Because I don't care, fuck. I'm gonna use hands all day for everything. Ever since I was a kid, I ain't never used forks. Chicken nuggets, yeah, you ain't be gonna catch me dead using anything but my fingers. Macaroni and cheese, you might, maybe, possibly see me using a spoon, but that's just because I always believed in using a shovel over a pitchfork, because that just never makes sense to me. Why the hell would I want to use a pitchfork to eat food? How odd. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water to this broccoli to steam it, and then we're gonna add some of this Szechuan sauce. Get some of that flavor in there. Just, you know, a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Almost used the last of it there. And also some of the satay peanut sauce. Honestly, killer combo. If I can get it to come out of the freaking... Come on, baby. Yeah. Yeah, super, super tasty. Adds heat. And because I'm steaming, I added water. It helps it so the sauces obviously incorporate all together and it as one. And it also kind of shoves it inside of the broccoli. And this rice, definitely done. So this is what I'm saying. Like, look at that. Perfect rice. Yeah, a little bit under, but that's perfect actually because of what we're doing. This I'm just going to take off the heat. Put it onto my... I don't even care if I'm getting oil on this thing. Put it off to the side. And then we'll be pulling off the rice. Some good stuff. A little bitter, but we will be definitely adding a lot more flavor that will kind of just meld really nice with that bitterness. Because bitterness, underrated. Should definitely be, you should definitely look to balance, at least in my opinion, balance out the bitterness. And having a little bit of bitterness in a dish can be really nice. Adds more depth. Okay. Just cleaning up my pan real quick. Old reliable. Okay. Playing the freaking wire gymnastics over here because I got so many wires just kicking around. Take out my lemon, which is looking very good. And my ginger, which I'm actually going to... I boiled ginger into this rice. I'm going to reuse it for my dish. It's not going to waste. Where did I put my little thing? My spatula. What did I do? Am I blind? Huh. Oh, it's right there. Get this rice out. Because, like, you can see the amount of steam that's in there. So much heat. That's definitely why I like to pull it out. Because it is cooking like crazy. It's like, even this rice here that was on the bottom kind of getting overcooked. It happens fast, guys. So you got to really watch out for it. And that's why I like to pull it out and cool it down. Also, because I like I always this is just for me, but I like to have extra rice that I'll just put into containers for later if I want to make a quick fried rice in the future. Okay, yeah, just gonna flatten it out, and yeah, that rice is cooked nicely. A little bit of lemon flavor, some ginger in there as well. It's the subtle things, really subtle things. They'll go a long way. Helps marry flavors together. So yeah, just to recap, I put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. You can use whatever oil you want. I would definitely advise you to be wary with oils like sesame, but you could use as much sunflower oil, vegetable oil, whatever you want, really. Just sesame, you gotta be careful because that shit is potent. You know, like the first time I started messing around with sesame oil, I didn't realize how potent it was. My God, I was in for a rude awakening. I don't know if any of you guys have ever like ate too much sesame oil, or like I found out that was a thing. I was working at White Spot at the time, my first job, and I was like, I'm gonna make something crazy good, some Asian food, tasty, delicious, yes please. And I decided to cook with sesame oil, and you can do that. You can definitely do that, but be careful because I wasn't careful, and I used so much sesame oil that later on, I mean, first of all, my dish tasted just like sesame oil. That was it. Everything else was masked by the sesame oil. But I went pee later that night, and literally, it was just sesame oil. That's all it was. That's how much sesame oil. I don't know how I managed. Like it didn't seem like I put that much, but it was not pleasant. So be careful with your sesame oil, guys. Seriously, seriously. Okay, so yeah, we got this rice cooling down. Let's put it off to the side. It's good stuff. I would probably move on to my onions. So I'll quickly chop them up. And yes, that's actually a pretty large amount of oil. And that's exactly that's exactly how I ended up with the sesame oil fiasco. But you know what? It's fine. Let's see. Um, Stabby the noodles, indeed. I mean, it's rice, but indeed. um, mm, oh wait, that file thing. I don't know. Oh, phyllo. Um, I'm not sure what you mean. I know phyllo is actually like a type of pastry, though. Yeah, it's so easy to go overboard. So easy. Okay, let's get some onion. I got some onion nubs. Just gonna chuck in there. Cut off the butt of the onion. And just go wild. So I like to use both sweet or yellow onions and red onions slash purple onions, whatever the hell you want to call them. And I'll do my sweet slash yellow onions first. Let those saute. And I like to do big chunks because it looks really nice, looks pretty. Um, Big chunks of the purple slash red onion. It's kind of like that. And I'll add this like right at the end. So I'll just put this off to the side for now. I add that right at the end because it adds a really nice kind of like fresh but just barely cooked onion taste, and it's really pleasant. I really enjoy it. Okay. Little compost bowl here. I'm making a freaking disaster to the right here. Luckily, you guys are not able to witness such a disaster. Um, we could do celery, but I'm not going to do celery. So what other vegetables do I have that need to go in here? I think that's it. Oh, pepper. Pepper, of course. How could I forget? So I just have green pepper. Green pepper goes really well with eggs, which we will be adding into this, of course. Can't have fried rice without eggs. Nice hearty helping of pepper. Because pepper is such a good source of vitamin C. If I recall correctly, I was told, I guess, so I heard that green pepper is actually a better source of vitamin C than oranges are. So, fun fact. Definitely do not sleep on your peppers. I just like to cut off the abnormal bits. I still use them, but this allows me to get that nice kind of cube that we're looking for. Just got squirted in the eyeball somehow underneath my glasses from this thing. Freaking splash zone. Whoa, splash zone. Holy shit. And the way I cut these really depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll leave them a bit bigger, like maybe this size, like that. Sometimes I'll cut it even smaller. This time it's like, yeah, it's all going in the same place. Right. Oh, I almost forgot garlic. I gotta whip out some garlic. If they are unevenly cut, obviously. But Seems like common sense, but I have definitely made that mistake and like overlooked that fact many, many times. Like this one, a bit too big. Definitely would cut that. And it's nice to cut the pith off as well, the white part, because it gets bitter when cooked. Oh, I didn't even turn on the heat. No, I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie. He yelled at you about kiwis being the king. That sounds like a Ben thing. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds just like Ben. Leave it to Ben to be passionate about kiwis. I mean, hey, kiwis are pretty good. I don't blame him. But, like, come on, Ben. Was it funny at least? That's the question. Was it even funny? Because I'm sure since it was Ben speaking, it was probably remotely funny. Okay, well, that kind of put a wrench into my plans here. Having this not hot right now. Because these onions were supposed to be good to go. I was going to chuck in my carrots. But it's fine because we're a chef. We're going to make do with what we got going on. We got some garlic here. And we're going to chop this like mad. Honestly, I'm going to use the rest of this. Wait, maybe not. Let's see. See, this is like such a gripe, but when garlic comes like this, actually, I am gonna use the rest of this. Fuck it. I just bought 2 more cloves. When garlic comes like this, so many little cloves. Oh man, can be quite a pain. But it's cool. We're just gonna slap them all and work with that. Well, like, look at that! Garlic surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought that was only 2. There's freaking 5 little garlic thingies in there. I don't even know what to. They not cloves. I guess they're called cloves. Freaking 5 little cloves in there. Crazy. But Ivy, this is what I'm saying. Like, you don't gotta be afraid of the garlic. Let the garlic just come right out of that dish. It's so so good. Just be careful not to overcook it, as in burn it. You can definitely like moist heat cook it, and you can't really overcook it that way. At least it's not really a big of a problem if you cook it with moist heat or overcook it with moist heat. But if you burn it with like dry heat or like oil or shit, then it becomes disgusting. Such a very recognizable flavor. But a nice mellow cooked garlic chunk, that is just heaven. Yes, please. I wish there was like an easy way, like an easier way. Like this is not that hard really to take all this garlic out, but I mean really this kind of speaks to like the difficulty of which it takes to deshell a garlic and like really get it out. Kind of speaks to the flavor of garlic and how potent it is and how valuable it is. Makes sense, just a little bit of a reframe. Like, damn, this garlic's pissing me off. Oh, wait a second. It's fine, because it's meant to do that so that you don't eat it because it tastes so damn good. It's like its own defense mechanism. Kind of odd, but makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, look at my onions, looking nice and good. So we're gonna take our carrots in there. Snack on some broccoli. And I want to get this ginger in there now as well. Freaking all over the place today. Yeah, I got a massage earlier. My God, first massage I've ever had. That shit hurts, bro. Like I went to a Chinese massage parlor. I did like a barefoot hike today. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna go in for a foot massage. But the lady, the way that she said full body massage just kind of tickled me just the right way. So I was like, shit, let's get our first full body massage. First massage in general, actually. Um, and goddamn, that guy did some freaking work. Holy shit. I don't know if I'm gonna feel good tomorrow, but definitely definitely feeling it right now. I mean, kind of odd to complain about a massage, but like shit, that shit was not like pleasant all the way through. At first it was like, "Oh, okay." The guy whips out the oil like he's got his oily hands, and I was like, "Okay, this is nice." And then all of a sudden, and I was like, "Oh shit. Oh fuck. Wait, what's going on? What am I paying for?" I mean, he wasn't like slapping me that hard. That was a bit of an exaggeration. But he definitely used like his elbows to really get in there deep, and it wasn't pleasurable. I can say that. But I'm having faith in the idea of pleasure through the pain, and tomorrow I'm gonna feel like $1,000,000. That is the goal. All right, so I burned this freaking onion. I can't deny that. But we're gonna go ahead and say that it's gonna add to the traditional Chinese flavor as if we're cooking inside of a wok right now. Because woks use super high heat, and that's how they get like a smoky flavor. And we're kind of mimicking that by burning the shit out of our onion. I mean, it is also just kind of burnt onion, which is honestly not that tasty, but it's fine. It's gonna add flavor. I'm not worried. Not even like more than 10% worried. Just gotta freaking get these garlics out of their little hidey holes. I can definitely turn that down. So we have garlic, ginger, and onion just kind of like sweating, sauteing in there. Definitely more so sauteing than sweating. The heat is too hot. And then we'll get the garlic. And finally, we will flavor that with sauces. So, oh, and our green peppers. We gotta get green peppers in there. I should actually wait. I gotta wait. I need to be patient. Literally all over the place. Trying to rein myself in right now. This garlic is just wrangling me. Like, look at the size of this thing. So tiny. Cute, but annoying. Like someone I know. Piers. uh, I mean that with love, Pierce. I love you, man. I'd never mean that in a malicious way. Holy shit! All right, this is a lot of garlic. Ivy, I'm gonna tell you if this is a bad idea when it's in my mouth later. We're gonna see. I think it should be okay, but I'm trying to help you get over your fear of garlic, or at least my perceived idea of your fear of garlic. Okay, the last little dingle of garlic. We're almost there. Garlic heaven. Oh, no garlic to be wasted. I'm not just gonna throw this out. No freaking way. Okay, let's just chop it up like a madman. The sprouts, I don't even care. If I get sick, I get sick. Just so little. I'm just disregarding everything that I said last Tuesday. It's fine. Consistency is a scam. I don't truly believe that, but I'm just being lazy. Cause this shit is cooking and it needs garlic. It's begging for the garlic. Here we go. Onions are burning more and more by the second. It's totally fine. I'm not panicked. I would never be panicked in the kitchen. That's how you have disasters. Definitely had my fair share of panic in the kitchen already. This is just a. If you think that I'm panicked right now, oh, this is nothing. This is not panic. This is merely panic for your entertainment. I promise. This needs a little bit more oil. Just a smidge. We're gonna toss it up. And we're going to get our green peppers in there. And I want to crank this heat, to be honest. Crank the heat, get the garlic and green peppers cooking. I'm still like being mindful of the delicate garlic. I just want to get a nice high heat quickly to be able to accommodate the addition of the green peppers, because that's going to lower the heat of the pan by quite a lot. And then I'll be adding soy sauce. And like holy combo, literally holy trinity, green pepper, garlic, and soy sauce. My God. That can be the base of some really, really tasty stuff. Okay. Let's see. I might have missed some chats. Yo, what is up, Real Wheel? How you doing, bro? Good to see you in the chat. Okay, I'm glad that you took Ben's Kiwi rant as funny. He took that as an attack. That's funny. Cloves are correct. Thank you. Yes, garlic, ginger. Yes, that was ginger. I had boiled that ginger along with my rice. That's why it was kind of darkened. The massage ticklish. No, it's definitely not ticklish. It's kind of painful. Ivy. I said it's Ivy. Oh, you love garlic. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. We're trying to like show you that it's okay to put as much garlic as you need. Okay, I'm just gonna slap some soy sauce in here. I can already smell it. Soy sauce adds such like a nice flavor, very meaty, almost. Take it off the heat right away. Okay, so now we gotta work with our eggs, our pork, and our rice. So this little bit charred, but that's totally fine. Just gonna clean it off real quick without burning my freaking hands off. Okay. But yeah, garlic can be scary. I can definitely sympathize because it is a very potent flavor. Okay, so let's get this pot on, or pan. I'm gonna get a medium-low heat just to get the pan kind of tempered. Then what I'm going to do is take out some eggs. I like to use 3 usually. Nice big bowl. This size, that one. Other one is too big. Nice big bowl. Crack some eggs in here. Like a rookie. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. Barely, but we'll count it. We will count it. Then I will just beat them. I mean, shit. Call me gluttony in personified form, but I kind of want a 4th egg in there. Feeling kind of hungry tonight. Okay. Then I'll add some of my rice that we cooked earlier. by hand, of course, because we are Neanderthals. A decent amount. And then I really like to add hoisin sauce to this. Adds really good depth of flavor, goes really well with egg. Darkens it up a bit, a little bit of a meatiness. Just goes well overall. Don't want to go too crazy because it's kind of salty. And the soy sauce mixture is also kind of salty. Mm. Yeah, I've never noticed that before. I'm tasting like anise in the hoisin sauce. Would have been really nice. Maybe a little overpowering, but would have been really nice to have some of that anise in the rice as well. So we got. Okay, I didn't even check. Do I have pork? Yes. Okay. So this is something simple that, most white families might have in their house. Like my mom always buys the sausage because she likes it with her cheese and crackers, and that's what I mean by white. So there's only a little bit left. I actually have some ham as well. I'm just gonna chuck in there. But this is just like a simple dish, Whatever you can use for pork, it's usually really nice. Like bacon as well. Bacon works really well. I like to have thick cut bacon and then like slowly render it out. Cook the rice in the bacon fat and then add the chopped up pork or bacon fat or third time's a charm. Bacon in later. Yeah, that's like no meat. I mean, we do have 4 eggs, but I do also have a little bit of sliced sandwich meat ham. This is what I'm saying. Like, just chuck it in there, yo. Why not? Why not? It's all going to the same place. Adds flavor. It is ham, isn't it? So let's get some ham in there. Don't see why not. Okay. Just gonna rough chop this because, like, it's freaking ham. Sliced ham already. Not the end of the world if it's kind of like chunky. Chop that in. Just want a little bit of browning on it to add flavor, a little depth. All right. How's chat? How you guys doing? Let's see. Um, there can definitely, yeah. Honestly, it looks like a bit too much garlic, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, garlic's got no racial preference. Totally. It's possible it might overpower the other. Let me taste it actually, because I have the little mixture here. We can do a little taste cam. So this is my garlic, carrot, onion, and green pepper concoction with soy sauce. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the the failure of burnt onion is actually more present than the garlic, which makes sense, but it brings me great shame. It brings me brings me great shame. I wasn't paying enough attention. Thank you. Yeah, many southern friends that happen to. Oh. Oh, garlic sauce? Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't think I have any garlic sauce in my home, but I'm definitely a fan. Okay, so we can definitely add this concoction now. Literally just rice that we cooked up earlier, let cool, mixed it with scrambled egg and hoisin. Super, super simple. And that's how you get that traditional fried rice look, by scrambling your eggs alongside the rice. You leave that in there. Just gonna clean as I go with this little bowl. Always a good idea to keep your kitchen clean as you go, because it can get a little overwhelming really fast. Real fast. Like when my mom cooks in here, I love it when my mom cooks because it's always delicious. And she does like these big extravagant meals. Like she made a Thanksgiving dinner the other day and that was great. But whenever I come into the kitchen after she's done cooking, holy shit, I'd rather not come into the kitchen. It is always a bit of a disaster. No shade, mom, but like, it wouldn't hurt to learn a bit about cleaning as you go. Okay. And yeah, as you can see, the rice kind of like starts to puff up, or the egg and rice mixture starts to puff up. That is good. It's exactly what you want. You get a little bit of darkening on the bottom. Just flip it, mix it up. Try and get the bottom or the top and the bottom like all mixed properly. And then you get these little kind of like nice chunkiness of egg. Yeah, so now I can get the rest of my stuff reheated, and then we're gonna incorporate them all together. So that would just be all this stuff here. So these are red onions that aren't quite cooked yet, but I like it that way because then I like to have this freshness. And that is an eggy fork. Totally kitchen safe, food safe. If I had a health inspector come in here, he might chop my balls off. But it's fine, because he's not going to come in here, because I got a lock on my door. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I was going to say, I feel like this is missing something. I have dried, I don't even know what peppers, my friend, a friend of mine gave me these. They're dried peppers. They're really fucking hot. But they're super good. Oh, they're bird's eye chilies. Yeah, so he gave me a bunch of dried bird's eye chilies. I'm just going to put a couple of them in there. This one's looking dangerous. Like that darkness there. Oh god. Hopefully my butt won't mind later. Yeah, adding a little bit of heat in here, definitely personal preference. But I think it just kind of elevates it. Oh yeah, definitely watch your eggs. I'm not paying that much attention. But yeah, this kind of like solidifying of the eggs at the bottom there is nice. Definitely adds flavor. And it toasts up that hoisin that's mixed in with the scrambled egg as well, which is very, very good. Yeah, this looks like a lot really, but it wasn't that much food. Like it was 4 eggs and, maybe I used half of my rice here and I had um about a cup and a half of rice in there. So like, and then like just random scraps of ham. A little bit goes a long way. Very cheap meal to make. Freaking delicious. If you have all the sauces and stuff. So, so good. So yeah, I'm just going to a little bit of oil. And then I'm going to get the chilies in there. The deadly, deadly chilies. Right into the oil. Definitely do not touch your face after handling peppers. I know that's like, should be common sense at this point, but I always have to remind myself. Because if I'm not paying attention, oh my god. Put me in the freaking hospital bed already. Wash my eyes out with soap. So it can be hell. Literal hell if you get hot, spicy pepper juice. I mean, this is obviously dry pepper, but it's no different. Getting any of the residual dust into your eye is just as painful. Trust me. I've done it with these very same peppers. Okay. I'm just gonna let this sit, and it's gonna get like a nice little crust on the bottom, and that is actually what we're looking for. So in here, going to turn it up a little bit, and you can kind of tell how hot your pan is just by looking at how the oil flows. This oil is actually not, this pan is not that hot yet. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. In the meantime, we can put away our vegetables that we still have out. And I'm gonna chop up some green onions as well. Really nice to add green onions into the rice, both as they're cooking and also on top at the end. Really, really nice. Typically, like there's a couple ways you can approach green onions and chopping them. Typically, I like to, it depends on how like, frisky I'm feeling. But if I'm like, all right, I just want some nice, quick green onions, just leave them all together like that, and then I'll chuck it in. But if I want some kind of like fine, fancier looking green onions, then I will just chuck that in. Pull these apart. And also you can regrow your green onions. So if you like chop down to, about here, you can just chuck this bottom part in a little bit of water, make sure it gets sunlight, and it will start to regenerate. And you'll have like a full size green onion in, about a week and a half. I mean, they're very cheap already, but here, I'll show you the little technique that I usually do to get a nice thin, long green onion. Just kind of fold it over itself. This was me being lazy right here. Still same effect, but not quite as pretty. You'll get some very nice thin strands this way. Not the greatest example. I will definitely do a better job next time. Let's see. Let's see if he can do it. Because I used to do this a lot for work. Just like sit down, grab a pile of green onions, and start like folding them over themselves and slice them real thin. And then, yeah, this is going to be good. And this is also, you can see like the chilies just kind of incorporated themselves into the oil. Getting too damn focused on one thing. You gotta be able to multitask 100%. But yeah, this little crust here, that's actually perfect. A little bit of browning there, that's really nice. Worried me for a second. Yeah, a bit dark, but it should be fine. Still good flavor. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's get all of our veggies in here now. And I'm gonna also turn off the heat for our scrambled egg mix. Oh, yeah, as soon as the veggies hit the freaking as soon as the veggies hit the pan, the heat of the peppers just went straight up my nose. My God, that's gonna be good. Really pleasurable. Get that off the heat now. This egg mixture. Just gonna chop it because we ended up with these kind of chunks of egg and rice. Try and minimize that. Gonna cover. Put it off to the side. So now what I'm looking for, since these are already done, I just want these green onions to become kind of translucent, so they lose that harshness, that onion harshness that is always present if you don't cook them. But if you cook that out, especially with red onions, which are a little bit more sweet, oh, it's so nice. Just have these little kind of like onion flakes distributed throughout the dishes. Seems odd, but definitely one of my favorite things. Oh, that is, yeah, that's kind of spicy, but nice. Spicy but nice. Yeah, that's looking good. 100% that is looking good. So now I'm actually going to transfer it back. Do a little bit of magic work. Turn that off again. And we kind of got to very carefully maneuver all this flavor into here without having a disaster strike us. I might even transfer it. Yeah, I'm going to transfer it to a larger pan because this is just asking for a fiasco. But it looks good. Mm. Okay. Oh fuck. That is hot. Or I might be in over my head. Nah, just kidding. I'm a heat lord. Love that shit. Love it. Okay, this should be helpful. Yeah. Okay. And like, look at that. We're pretty much done already. And this is the one good thing that I find about using electric stoves. Quite a pro. Is it maintains heat so damn long that you can just transfer pans back and forth with ease, no problems at all. It can be a bit of a pain. Let's say you're like boiling, water here, and you're doing something kind of delicate over here, but you need to like move shit around. It can just be a bit annoying, but really I found that there's quite a few ways that you can just work with it, and it's still nice. Okay, I think this probably needs salt, so I'm gonna add soy, I think. A little bit more soy sauce. And definitely, we're gonna finish with, it's my secret sauce, my secret ingredient, sambal oelek. Little thing with rooster on it. Not to be confused with sriracha. Very different, but also a chili paste. Bitter, sweet, spicy, everything you might need. All I need now is MSG for true authenticity. But I don't got no monosaturated glutamates. Not in this kitchen, unfortunately. Okay. Just want to make sure I got all that sauce incorporated. Because getting like a little pocket of sauce can be quite a slap to the face. Slap to the mouth, actually, if you will. Okay. Cool. Looks good, tastes good. Hopefully feels good too. Let's get one of them scoops. Oh yeah, we nailed that. That's salt level. So let me move this shit. Slap this down here. I'm also going to be putting some peanuts. I'm going to crush some peanuts really quick. Get some of those on top. So this is just a quick dish, really simple, cheap, easy to make, really, really full of flavor. Asian cooking is always like, wow, like it'll just smack you in the face. Like Thai food especially, oh my god. Huge, huge fan of Thai food. So yeah, let me actually slap up some peanuts first. Wherever the hell I put them. There they are. So, and then I'll be finishing with crushed peanuts, green onion, and a little bit of lime juice. Should be quite complimentary. Whoop, Peanut down. Peanut down. It's fine. It's gonna be quite messy, but not too bad. Apologies for your ears as well. This is probably not the most pleasant sound to listen to. Especially this. This is probably gonna be worse. Okay, that's not too bad. At least it doesn't sound too bad to me. Okay. Got our toppings. A green onion. Some lime. Let's slap it on top. So definitely gonna use all of that. Because like you can't go wrong with peanuts on top. Should definitely use the knife. It's okay. It looks more bougie when you use your fingers. A little more professional. A little bit of green onion. Just right in the middle, right in the tip. And some lime to finish it. Nope, we got a seed. Is it a peanut? No, it's a peanut. By the way, peanut and lime, very, very good flavor combination. My God. And I also had satay peanut sauce in here. Anybody that missed that? Satay peanut sauce, also very good combination. Crunchy peanuts on top also adds different texture, ties it all together. So let's see. Before I dig in, let's see. Oh, that's not the best camera angle there. Please focus, camera. That would be excellent. Okay. Mistakes were really made. My God. Garlic paste? Oh, yeah. Yeah, garlic sauce more for like pizzas and wings and stuff, but oh yeah. I don't know. Lebanese stuff sounds pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. Spices to the PP do not feel good either. I can definitely agree. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, you could make that. That only took us what? An hour? About an hour to make that. Put that all together. Not too bad. Spicy garlic butter angel hair noodles with chicken. Oh my, so specific. That is quite a craving, bro. Yeah, no thought out chicken, please. I want some nice fresh chicken. Good old hangover heat. Although I am not hungover, but it'll definitely wake you up, slap you in the face if you're hungover. What's it taste like? All right, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. All right, Pierce, you're gonna have to mobilize yourself and come down here and taste it. But we'll give you a little flavor saver here. Let's try and get all of that steamy goodness. And a little bit of broccoli on there. Okay. Cheers. I don't know how great that angle is. It's a bit low. Hold on. Let's get a little more personal, shall we? Oh, that might be too personal. It's fine. Okay. I lost my broccoli. All right. Bon appetit, guys. Bon appetit. Yeah, okay. That ham's nice. The sliced ham, actually, kind of smoky. Definitely need more lime, actually. And I'm tempted to put more salt on this bad boy, but I might regret that. Yeah, I would probably regret that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. But that's where MSG comes in. If you have any, that would be nice. Kind of sweet, salty, really good flavor enhancer. It's kind of addicting, you know. But that's the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Any questions? You guys have any questions? I'll answer questions right now. Chili oil would be amazing. Yes, it would. Yeah, the hangover heat. Yes. Okay, okay. That makes a lot more sense. The hangover heat is definitely very useful, but it can be frustrating sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna take one more bite. I will take any questions you guys have. My knowledge knows no bounds. Ask any question. Could be unrelated. Mm. This is living here. Hell yeah. um. Oh, with the eggs and rice. Okay. Um. Yeah, with the eggs and rice. So what I did was I cooked my rice and then cracked 4 eggs into this bad boy right here. Scrambled them up. Added some hoisin sauce. Some of this bad boy goodness, which in fact would be amazing. Thank you, Pierce. On the top of this, let's try not to get too crazy. Just a little smidge. Oof. Okay. A little bit of hoisin in there. Hoisin goes really, really well with egg. Fun fact. So I had my eggs, scrambled them up, hoisin, rice, mixed that all up together, and then I just used a non-stick pan to cook up that mixture. And I added I would sear the meats first before I add the eggs. And as far as my go-to fried rice, this is definitely my go-to fried rice. This is the one I make the most often. I do mix it up depending on what I have in my fridge at the time. Can definitely go either way. So I like to think about it like I like to think about the strongest flavors that I have. So like let's say on days that I have Brussels sprouts in my fridge, I hope to God that I have bacon as well, and I would cook up my bacon first, slowly, very slowly, render out all the fat, and then I would chop up my Brussels sprouts and cook them in the bacon fat. Put them off to the side with a little bit of peanut sauce on top. Really, really great combo. You can also add lemon to that too. Also, really, really nice. That will cut the fat, the intensity of the bacon flavor, and just really accentuate the Brussels sprouts. Um, and some days I'll go like pepper crazy, put like red peppers, green peppers, orange peppers, chili peppers, blah blah blah. Nice variety. Um, but yeah, like whatever you find, like kale, I'll put kale in. Even stuff that you're like, wow, that doesn't really go into a stir fry. Well, it can because it's your stir fry. You can put whatever you want in there. Greens are great. A good chicken tetrazzini. To be honest, I don't know what that is, but we're gonna find out next week. I'm gonna make that. Fuck it, I'm gonna make it. Whatever a chicken tetrazzini is, I'm gonna figure it out. Hoisin peanut butter dip for rice paper rolls is goaded for real. No, that's so sad. Yo, what's up, Rapid Assassin 7979? Here, let me put my finished dish up here. I already took a couple bites. Unfortunately, this is the end of the stream. We can give it a nice, better. Not very photogenic at this point because it kind of devoured half of it. Um, at 3 of 4, rip, dude. That's so sad. That is that is bad timing. Um, what was the last thing you heard? I don't remember. Oh, thanks, Jovi. Jovi, you're cute too. Like honestly, if I could see Jovi's face right now on stream, I'd kiss him. I am also a spicy food lover. Hell yeah, dude. You're a dirty, dirty spicy food lover too. I love that shit. So good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna figure out what that chicken tetrazzini is, and then next Tuesday I'll be back, and we're gonna figure out what that is and make that. That'll be cool. So thank you for that. I will take suggestions for sure. Casserole and comfort food. Oh shit. Okay. I will actually like theory craft this And I'll first time it. I'll first time it on Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. Connor Tuesdays, baby. Cooking Connor's Tuesdays. I like that. I should totally just make that a series. All right, ask Cam before I close. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you so much for the suggestions as well and the positive feedback. Appreciate that. Hope you guys all have a great night or morning, wherever freaking part of the day it is for you. And I'll see you next week. Or I also stream Minecraft weekdays. I'll be streaming Pokemon Platinum on Thursday nights. So I usually stream from 11 p.m. PST till about 3ish a.m. Yeah, I should. I'll upload my cooking Tuesdays to YouTube for sure, for sure. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and I'll put the recipe on there as well. So thanks for watching and hope you guys have a good night. Peace out.